Another cape, another limited time server. Greetings, obtuse office workers. I'm the Fedora Mask, back at it with another round of minigames from our good friends at Mojang Studios. Here, we're taking a tour of the Mojang office, a real Willy Wonka's chocolate factory for game development. I always had a feeling Minecraft was a series of tubes. Kind of funny how, out of all the mobs they can use to act as employees, they choose Vindicators. I suppose that makes sense. Only a cold-hearted illager can come up with something like a Drowned with Trident. Anyway, we got a gaggle of minigames to play. But before we dive right into them, we're given a sticker album to complete. Think of it as the achievement trophies of this server, and collecting all the stickers will net us a prize, aka the new cape. Supposedly, the intended way to attain it was through the purchase of an IRL cape in the Minecraft merch store. Imagine having to make a purchase of something to get an in-game cosmetic. Java players will know how Bedrock players feel. Not important. What is important is getting those stickers. So let's get right into that. The first two stickers can be collected right here in the lobby. Occasionally you will see Steve resisting the tube flow on either side of the lobby, where Vindicators roleplay as villagers. Press the button in front of the tubes to flush them out. First sticker done. The last lobby sticker involves a roller coaster ride, located where a group of mobs have formed a line. While on rails, hit all 12 balloons with snowballs. The balloons are pretty close to the rails, so no need for MLG moves, and hopefully the lag doesn't mess with your aim. You'll have to change slots when you use up a stack. What you have is what you got. And when the ride ends, you'll get a grade from 1 to 3 stars. Keep that in mind, we'll talk about that again later. I should mention there's also daily challenges that unlock after the first 5 days, which are all out during the making of this video. To prep for them, buy a developer hat and a lab coat from the center of the lobby. They cost coin, but they're not hard to earn. Also, make sure to activate the confetti machine in front of the global time wall. It's important to the plot. Now with all that out of the way, we can officially move on to the main attractions of the Mojang office tour, starting with the QA room. Here in the QA room, the developers at Mojang work around the clock to fix bugs plaguing the game. Unfortunately, the staff are a little occupied with more pressing issues, so it's up to us to clean up the code. But before we do that, let's collect some stickers. Behind Agnes's desk is a giant keyboard that'll teach you how to speak enchanting table. To the top left of it, the escape key glows eerily. Step on it and get a sticker. The other one can be obtained from this tall computer structure. It's pretty hard to miss. Just parkour your way on it, and eventually you'll find a baby Jeb sheep. A glitch that broke containment, or so they say. Give it a tap, and that's another sticker for the book. Also on the structure is a confetti cannon to fire. Now, the minigame of this room doesn't have a direct sticker attached to it, but you'll still need to play it for completion. We'll get to that in a second. So, the minigame. You're tasked with smashing as many bugs as you can while doing your best parkour civilization roleplay. Don't forget to wear the developer hat to make it official. It's one of the challenges. Smashing bugs gives you points, while only green ones extend time. Platforms the bugs reside on become corrupt, making them easy to identify. The only obstacles are the height differences of the platforms and other players. And after completion, you'll get a grade from 1 to 3 stars, which are needed for 3 more stickers. And here is where we run into some problems. For starters, once you exit out of the complete screen, there's nothing to tell you what your star grade is. Also, there's no way of knowing the requirements for the 3-star grade unless you've already achieved it. I know these minigames aren't the hardest thing to ace, but I think more can be done to help the players. Anywho, we're done here. So let's move on to the next room, shall we? We are now in the Biome Labs, where the landscapes of Minecraft are made and tested. Biomes, structures, dimensions, the whole shebang. Pretty meta stuff here. The lore community must be shaking in their boots. Let's get back to business. There are 2 confetti cannons flanking spawn. Fire them off, then put on the lab coat for a challenge. There are 2 stickers to gain here. Completing the 2-star course in under 15 seconds, and the 3-star course in under 20. But if you want to ace the courses, you'll have to do better than the bare minimum. There are 3 drop courses to play with the same goal. Get to the pool of water at the bottom as fast as possible while avoiding obstacles. Here we run into another issue, the lack of a restart button. If your run is not up to snuff, you'll still have to complete it in order to get another crack at it. And for a clumsy guy like myself, it can be a big time waster when you're trying to ace. Especially when some courses aren't well made, as keeping a constant fall seems almost impossible in certain areas. They do give you some slack, as 3-star runs aren't perfect, but it'll still take quite a few runs. And now with everything aced, let's head to the next room of this little tour. Welcome to the Mob Factory, where, as the name implies, mobs are produced. While this kinda takes the whimsy out of Minecraft, I'd like to think Jens personally delivers the creeper that spawns in my base. Also, have you noticed the stone cutter and piston sounds? Unless you lower the sound volume, you'll be hearing that the entire time you're in this room. Rambling aside, there is a confetti cannon on top of a pile of boxes. Jump on it and fire. There are 3 stickers to collect in this room. The first isn't part of the minigame, but to scale this machine. Thankfully, this parkour can be cheated with some jump boosts bought at the lobby store. I don't know why, but for some reason these framed tubes really mess with my performance. Maybe it's just me though. The last 2 stickers in this room are earned in the minigame Assembly Attack, which both can be obtained in a single go if you don't die. And honestly, this is the worst game in the roster. You go from one assembly room of a specific mob, kill the variants, then move to the next room after a time limit. The only strategy is to camp in front of the line because mobs don't spawn anywhere else. The only time this changes is with the creeper and TNT lines, where you should use a bow, with the exception of the slime variants. Killing normal mobs loses points, which is pretty hard to deal with if you have a teammate slaying whatever comes off the line. Speaking of the normal mobs, there's no way to earn points off of them, so if the line is pumping them out constantly, that's all wasted time. Also, if they get hit, like by an arrow or an explosion, they will become hostile and attack. While the variant mobs are interesting to look at, Assembly Attack is dull and frustrating to play through. We got our stickers. Let's get out of this madhouse. Finally, we arrive at the last room of the tour, the Idea Vault. This is the place where the losers of the mob vote are left to rot, and doubles as a foot race. The 2 stickers here are simple. Use 5 speed boosts and 5 jump pads. Both can be done in a single race, and acing this game will earn the star completion stickers. Just a few strategies on this course. If you fall, use speed and jump boosts bought at the lobby, use the jump pads at their edge, and get as much airtime on the elytra as much as possible. Once again, the lack of a reset button is frustrating. If a run isn't going well, it might be quicker to exit the room and come back. Then again, this passed as a 3-star run, so it's whatever. The last 2 confetti cannons are at the end of the race. Once both are fired, you should have a brand new spiffy cape. Congrats! And that's pretty much it for the Mojang office tour. Don't want to sound too harsh, but this is definitely the worst of these event servers. I do enjoy the atmosphere of the Mojang office, but these minigames leave much to be desired. They are uninspired, too simple, too frustrating, missing features, and overall, not a whole lot of fun. I don't know if the store cape thing is true, but given how half-baked this experience feels, I think it gives it some credence. Anyway, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. It might have been silly to make a tutorial on such simple tasks, but I had a bit of fun regardless. And if this video helped you, hit that like button. And if you want to explore the world of bizarre Minecraft content on the web, hit that subscribe button. Got some ideas cooking up. So until then, I'm the Fedora Mask, and I tip my fedora to you.